How to count a complete stop without face planting. Hey everybody, BK with Masada Tactical here with another video, and today we're going to talk about movement and more specifically how to stop. So one thing we have to recognize is when I'm moving towards an objective, there's going to be a transition in speeds, right? I may move really fast towards a house or towards a room where I know there's a threat, but then I'm going to have to slow down and make my entry in a tactical manner. The challenge is always coming from a complete sprint, from a full sprint, running as fast as I can to a stop without face planting and falling down. So I'm sure you're all familiar how an ABS on a car works, right? It doesn't just seize that wheel, that tire, because in that case the car is just going to skid because it's going to lock up. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pump. Okay, we're going to try to slow ourselves down, decelerate till we can actually come to a full stop at our actual proper shooting platform. So the way it's going to look is as I'm approaching the point where I want to stop, and that's going to vary depending on the environment, depending on your size, depending on the speed you're coming, right, the gear I'm carrying. So that's going to determine where I'm going to start the process and where I'm going to stop. But as I'm getting ready, I'm going to start taking smaller steps, widening them till I actually end up in my proper shooting platform and I can engage from here, right? We do not advocate moving and shooting at the same time. And the reason being, especially when we talk about the speed, especially when I talk about running fast towards an objective, if I was trying to run and shoot at the same time, I'm not gonna hit anything, probably miss or hit targets I'm not intending to hit. If I'm trying to hit something, I can't move that fast, and at that point I am losing on the urgency of getting to the objective. So I'm moving, and when I'm shooting, I'm stopped and I'm concentrating on shooting. So we're gonna do a dry demonstration. I am not gonna touch my gun at all. I am gonna go over to that far tree over there, and I am gonna run all the way to my shooting line and come to a stop so you guys can see what it looks like. So I'm gonna do demonstration once more. This time I'm gonna shoot at the end. Notice that the principles of point and shoot still apply. I'm huffing, heart rate is up, I'm gonna be shaking, trying to find sights, trigger, squeeze, control my breathing is going to be hard. I just sprinted, right? This is really where point and shoot shines, but I need to have a proper platform in order to do it. I can start with the gun holstered, run and draw on my stop, or I can run with gun in hand. That will depend on context, depend whether I know I'm going to an engagement or not, right? Can I access my gun, can I not? The tool, my mission. So there's a lot of variables to consider. I am going to do it with my gun in hand as I'm running. So all I have to do at the end is present it forward. As I'm running, the gun is close to me. I'm worried about weapon retention. I don't want to lose it on my run just by somebody intentionally trying to grab it or getting knocked by mistake. Either way, I want to keep it close to me as I am running towards my objective. I am going to count to a stop and then engage. I am not going to engage while moving. So as you guys noticed, there is no way I could have used sights, just too fast of an engagement. Everything is moving, including myself. So again, kind of highlights the beauty of point and shoot. I do want to point something out just because I was called on it in the past, teaching point and shoot, and I had a red dot on. The red dot is usually turned off and I can't see it anyways because I'm not a red dot person, but it actually flew off right before we started filming this video. So no red dot, all the shots are point and shoot, all of them on target. All of them under duress, and again, part of beauty. So from our standpoint, we either shoot or we move, but we don't move and shoot at the same time. If I'm moving, I have to be able to come to a stop and end up in a proper position to engage my threat. I want to thank everybody for sharing, subscribing, and following us on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And until next time, watch your six.